Thank you, Dan. So this is December 8th, 2024. It is a Sunday class, but it's really the review of Japan trip and a yummy hot pot recipe exchange to keep our body warm and heal our body. So it's kind of fun thing, fun class. Let's see, I could share it. Hold on just a second. All right. And I'm not going to share every single thing. It's just I hope it's a chronological. Okay, good. So when did I go to Japan? Right shortly after election, and I was really hoping nothing would happen, so we could fly safely to Japan. And then it did. It was all right. So thanks, Reed. So I just took a picture of the I love flowers and plants. I mean, they are semi-tropical zone and clearly probably zone 8 or something like that. So there's still a bunch of flower blossoming. And are you cold at night, Raj? No, no, no. Yeah. Sure. And there's some still like a fruits was bearing, all over the zinnia, and then all the things that went and gone like 2 months ago was still there. So how warm it is. I don't know if you could see it, but those are some of the. Oh, you could turn it on. Yeah. No. Do you think it's nice to snuggle in? Yeah, okay. I feel so warm. I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe I'm wearing so much here. Okay. More. There's more. Look at us. Now we're really flanking it up. We're just distributing a blanket here. There's the remote control, so you could turn it on. One of the biggest my highlight on the first day was there's a neighbor. It was Akira, just like him, the Tono.
Oh, no. Wow, I saw the big nose picture.
Yeah.
Oh, look who's there.
I was so happy.
I just got a card for somebody as a thank you.
Yeah.
And it had a dog just like that on the front of the card, and it said, I knows.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love that. So it just looked like a tono and it's a female, but it's called Cha Cha. And it was just so adorable. So adorable. We just pray.
He's with you all over.
I know. Well, I was so happy to see him.
Oranges?
I have no idea, but I took a picture because I don't know about this fruit. It didn't look like an apple. It didn't look like a pear. It's a kind of apple pearish. It's not persimmon. So, I didn't go after and then have a bite or anything. And that's a cyclamen. I went on the ground. This is in the front of our yard and a thing. And then this is, I have to, in the middle of the train station, there's vending machine of the Pokemon card. This one is a guarantee that A class. There's a class among those card, and this is a guarantee you it's a rare card or just one rare card. So it's money well spent if you dare to store. Maybe your kids grow up, maybe worth some more. But I was shocked that they just leaving those stuffed animal on top here. Probably everybody's gonna take it in 5 minutes. So this is a train station, like in between a transit. So it's kind of a culture of vending machine over there. And then my son was saying that, oh, I would definitely get it, and then we totally forgot. So of course, didn't get any. And then I asked the person, it's one of the department store. There's a few with different food you could try, and then I looked at what is this thing?
Like capsule thing.
Yeah, so you know it. They just say right before you eat it, you inject.
Oh.
So it's a different type of honey, and it comes with different choices, and you pick and then inject and eat. I don't know. I didn't look very appetizing,
Like
but
cake or something?
yeah, chocolate like yeah, I have no idea. I never had it, but it comes like this. I know. Amazingly, it's not sweet in Japan. Like a lot of dessert are not. I mean, not that sweet.
Wow.
So can you believe it? Only 200, which is for here $1.40. I mean, this is I guess each one. I guess. I mean, to me, I think it's cheap, but I don't know. Um, it's a lot of work going in, and of course, they like giant panda. As you could see, my passion toward the food. It's all the things I'm probably not going to be able to eat, but this is kind of typical um, cake dessert over there. Some place sell as like $1. It was very popular back then. Each piece is just $1, so you just casually pick and eat at home. So there's a Christmas tart. Isn't it beautiful? This is sweet potato on top.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's interesting. I know. It's just like a yummy candy, and then there's like a cute plush. The oh, I like this. Yeah, my daughter said, oh, I want to have that. This guy.
Cute.
It was a day one, so I said, yeah, let's hold on your thought, maybe we could come back. And then we didn't get it, but we took a picture. I think this was a Denny's or something, some of that restaurant. Oh, no, 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 I'm sorry. This is the time that when we met the friends. So her is my friend, the best friend from high school. We haven't met like close to 40 years.
40 years.
Yeah, 30 plus years. Yeah, it's crazy. To me, they didn't change a bit, but we all aged, unfortunate. But we're glad that we are able to meet. It's a lot of
That
same
was so
pictures.
nice.
Yeah. They have a lot of things going on, obviously, and we walk toward. So it's a lot of the same picture. So we walk around high school, visit all the high school, and this is Ueno Park, which our high school was nestled in this park, and there's a few museums and a national kind of museum is here. It's a packed with people. Usually, in springtime, people come here for cherry blossom. So I love trees and admiring some of the trees here.
When we had visited Japan, so I saw a person, like sitting on top of the tree, and with shears, he was trying to prune the leaves to make it into a certain shape. As if sitting on top of the tree with a hand shear or something, he's trying to cut, make a shape.
Yeah, crazy, yeah.
That's beautiful.
Isn't it? It's nice that it's still blossoming. So I took a lot of picture, and then we are celebrating Aoyama. Aoyama is a regional festival, kind of introduce the local people to a lot of especially suburb area, local area. A lot of young people, you know, rush, like pouring to the city, and as they don't have young people anymore. The average age of those villages are 72 to 73. So it's really suffer. So they hosted those things to bring people back. So Aomori is a northern part of Japan, which is almost exactly where the New Jersey sit. So I know how cold Aomori, and we are definitely cold. But those people are resilient. And then I saw just so cute. She was really adorable, but the dog too. Hello. Oh, Tayo, Tayo. Oh my God. Every time I see you, you never change. Come on.
Hi. Hi, how are you?
Kami, good to see you. Good to have you back from Japan.
I know. Oh, I love this. Let's go there. I found the store over there, and with the Shiba kata on it, I bought three of them, three variation of this. I could not resist.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then the second time I went back, the store owner said, "Oh, the rest of the thing you bought is already gone."
It's like super. I'm doing good. It's
Good.
so nice to see your daughter. I know.
Oh my gosh, she was so excited.
Yeah.
She goes,
So
I was.
And I go there and look at it. I said, "You must be comic star."
She was so excited.
that is so Oh, super.
Thanks
You,
for sharing the pictures with us.
oh,
And
absolutely, absolutely.
so Bala, my son was saying, if Makiko ever goes to Japan and she wants to take, some
Take some.
photos, we'll all go.
Absolutely. I know there's more people, there's a couple of folks wants to, and it could be very confusing. So I'm more than happy to be your guide. Now I was there and then I was just total shock. It's just,
Has it changed a
it's
lot?
just changed too much, Skyer. It's completely changed. But anyway, so this was the park. I used to go in the lunchtime now as a high school student, and it's a beautiful park. And not only the park, but it have so many museums and pond and a culture and arts, and then also one of the best arts college also sitting here. So there's a lot of people, a lot of foreigner, and I come across with a beautiful lady with a dog. And then it looks like a husband or boyfriend was taking a picture from every angle possible. So I thought it's very cute.
Oh,
It's so cute.
That's pretty.
Yeah, isn't it? So this is the really famous kind of cultural national museum that they are under renovation now. But usually has all sorts of the Buddha and then those deity, those figure from all over the places, mostly India, China though, but and different parts of Japan display here. I remember I used to line up for 3 hours to get in. The people in Japan love to line up for everything. I got sick and tired. I mean, that's Mr. Donuts. It was a huge line in Shinjuku, and I'm not gonna get a cup of coffee to line up in a Mr. Donuts. And yeah, but so this is a very famous. If you're an artist, if you know wanna get in here, but it's very difficult. That's some of the thing I never noticed as when you are young in a country, you don't appreciate your culture and art and all the thing, the wonderful thing around you. You just pass through and there's nothing. And then after a while, you realize, oh my God, we had a history here. I was living in the history, And I go back and think, wow, I didn't remember this structure. And then, standing here for what, hundreds of, years. But I went to my high school was completely different. I don't like it anymore. You see, I'm taking a picture. These are things I used to get after the school, and then I was so hungry and fried things. It was so good right after they make. Yeah, back then it was a daughter. Give daughter, and you really, really like get the hot stuff, and I remember those time. And I'm glad those things are still here. So Japan is very loose zoning. So like here, almost everything imaginable right next to each other, and they are all mama and papa store. Um, and
what
it's
city were you in?
Tokyo.
Tokyo.
I grew up in Tokyo,
Oh,
yeah. And this was my high school that it's known as, and I don't know how to say, it's right downtown Tokyo, where I have a Papa Mama store, generation after generation doing the same thing, and then pass to the next. So it's good to see that it's still alive and well, some of that street. And then some people, a place that have to revive the old thing because this was a center, the public bath, and then people no longer use that, so they transform that into cafe.
That's cool.
So when you go in, there's some locker that you put your shoes. Those things they kept it. They kept a lot of things, but make it cafe. So I thought it's nice rather than everything this one. Like I remember you put the shoes in a locker and I went to the I we did a lot of onsen in Japan with my daughter. The first she was so afraid being a naked in front of people, but it's actually not me.
Liberating.
Huh?
It's actually liberating.
Liberating, yeah. And I mean, people not people. But anyway, it's a very different experience here there. It's not like a people are watching anything, and I thought this is kind of cute that they display Actually, I have no idea which part is public bath part, but probably not. But they are kind of showcasing how they brew the coffee. We couldn't get in there with so many line, so and I'm not sure people know this tawashi. It's a brush. The all the time craftsman made this. It lasts forever. We use just a scrub metal or whatever, and they made it to make it look like a turtle. So it looks like this. You may see some place. It's very kind to the ecology because it's everything is organic. It's a brussel. It's just super difficult to make these things. Take a long time, and it's not very attractive. So people not using anymore. So they bring it back to more modernize it and make it more giftable, like they're making Christmas tree out of it, like a donut shape. So I thought it's nice that those artisans try to modernize themselves to survive and then also, leave to the next generation of what it would be. Otherwise, it will be completely gone. This is another one I found. It's interesting. Do you see the staircase? Yeah, it's very, yeah, it takes forever to make this and stay in this shape. But I understand like once a day you take off this lid and kind of spray water. That's all I guess you need to do to maintain, I hear. Obviously I can buy it because it's hard to bring back. So I just admiring it.
Those are live plants, right? Inside?
Say again?
Are those live plants?
Yes, yes. Absolutely. Yeah. It's a whole living thing. Um, I loved this, but it's not something I could wear. But this is the summer festival Obon when the kind of like a Halloween, but a very different flair. Like they celebrate the spirit come back, and that's kind of depicted in as a. I can't believe it. We just found it in outside of somebody's driveway.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, it's a real car?
I think so.
Whoa.
It's I don't know this code. Is it electric car probably? I couldn't make a sense of this mark. I don't know which car maker. But it looks like a one person could go in. Oh, the Denny's. I have to go Denny's because that's what a couple of people ask that take a picture of the Denny's in Japan. It's just very different. Um,
Different than the Denny's here, for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's so delicious. They have like a free refill cappuccino or they make espresso machine. So that was a breakfast from Denny.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's one of the Burger King back in India. It's
Uh-huh.
different out here.
Really?
Yeah.
So different.
Yeah.
So India too, like a
Like
naan
they have
coming out.
McDonald's, Burger King.
Yeah,
It's different. I think they make it to adapt the taste for the
it
locals.
has to, right? I mean, you can't serve beef, right? I
No,
mean,
they don't
and
serve
so
beef.
yeah. So, oh, this is my parents back then, 2019,
Oh,
and when they went to the cafe owl, there's those are real owls.
Wow, stuffed owls.
No, it's not stuffed. It's real.
Real?
It's alive. There's a cafe in Nara Prefecture that they have like 2 dozen different owls there. Yeah. Well, that's when my dad was young. My mom is showing off how good looking he was. And she still is so in
There's a
love.
little resemblance between Nick and your dad.
Ah, wow.
Right?
I was just thinking that.
Feel that too?
Wow. It's amazing. So this was one of the nights that we had the dinner. You probably can't tell, but we're all kind of tired. We don't want to fall asleep. And of course, I had to take this picture of all the delectable over there. So when I was young, I used to eat those things. It's terrible. My gosh. Christmas is huge, and a small wrestling going on. This was a dinner, no one day. So it's so much food going on.
And sushi.
Oh, this is just an potato chip, a Pokemon chip. Oh, this is our not my parents' backyard. I gave it this.
It's so cute. I know.
I gifted those the other year because they have a hard time to sit on the floor. And then we visited the Hachi. Do you know Hachi?
Oh,
Yeah, this is a station you get off. Um, ah, okay, she do. So this is a one, and this is a bronze or whatever, the Hachi. But we didn't know there's a line.
Wasn't Tono somehow?
Oh,
She somehow-
that movie
Yeah,
with Richard Gere that depicted this story.
yeah,
The main dog is his uncle.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we didn't know until the
Hachi.
Hachi.
Hachi movie.
Yeah,
Okay.
with Richard Gere. They decided not to air. It's only available on DVD because um, there's Akita dog, some kind of a conglomerate that asked the movie people to not to air because it's get popular. People are just gonna get it, not knowing the responsibility, and probably ending up in the street.
Oh, the dogs.
The dog, yeah, because it's not easy dog. Yeah, I didn't. Well, I don't think so. It was super easy for us. I don't know what's not because people put it aside, so that's probably the issue. The Akira is very close to the family oriented, so they have to be inside. Otherwise, become aggressive. But people treat it like the guard dog and leave outside, and they become very aggressive. Anyway, we couldn't take a picture because you have to line up, and I don't know how long we have to wait. Can you believe this? I was like, this is a ridiculous culture. Look at this line. This is all the line. And we are
That's
there like
everything
a,
nowadays. Everything to go into anything, you gotta
true.
get on, and
Yeah.
you have to
Really?
order tickets, and you
Yeah.
gotta, like when we went to England, I was like, oh, let's go to Buckingham Palace. Well, I didn't know you have to get tickets to go in there. I got in line, and they're like, where's your ticket?
Oh.
I was like,
Aw.
a ticket? Yeah, you have to have a ticket. You have to have a time slot for every single thing was a time slot. And if you didn't get a time slot, then you couldn't get in.
It's so sad
It was so
though.
different. Like I just didn't think that was gonna be a thing.
No, exactly.
Everything
What?
was a line to get into.
Nobody care. And these bronze things, when I was there, no one cared. People
Right.
just passed through it.
Right.
And now what happened? What am I missing? It's all that line. This is 10 a.m. And I said, no, I'm not gonna. Oh, this was shocking. I just took the picture for Diane. This is an alien, and it start.
The alien.
Yeah, it opened from 12:20, so that 10 p.m. right?
Oh.
Some kind of exclusive club or something. Look at this scary thing. Some people like it, obviously.
Jumanji.
Yeah, I don't know, Shop of Alien. But then we went to this place, and my son's favorite is melon soda. So
Oh.
and I got some of it. It was delicious. The melon flavor is something that Japan invented. Yeah, isn't it amazing? This was just in a restaurant, like a casually placed. I just admire so much. But food was yeah.
That's nice too.
The food was delicious. I'm sorry for people for not eating meat, but I took this picture because I thought it's a good use of the space, but also this car that I saw, I think, oh my God, a sports car, but it's a Mercedes. I never seen, yeah. So just kind of took a picture. And this is just, that's how we look, how busy street is.
Kidding, right?
Yeah. So went to, kids wanted to come to the character store. I don't know how many of you know One Piece. There's a character that people likes. So I did all the things that tourists do. Let me see. Can you believe this is Mr. Donuts?
Oh, wow.
The Pokemon donuts. So each day we go back and pick 2 of them and taste it. Let me just go back to the bigger picture because I want to show the big things and then I'm going to skip some of them. Because some of them are really, oh, this is a raw meat vending machine.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't it crazy?
Wow.
Yeah, these are like, oh, the little doggies. Adoption place. So it was so cute.
Oh,
It's Asakusa. The cats. Okay, I want to show. This is a sweet potato ice cream. It was delicious. Hold on. It's sorry. A lot of touristy place, but I want to show. Oh, we went to the Shiba Inu Cafe.
Gosh.
doggy.
It was amazing. They come and sit on you and fall asleep. So I had a good time. And Asakusa, it was just too many
That's cute.
people. It's just so many people. I'm sorry, I just gonna skip. So this was
Do
some.
they have cafe for cats? And
Yeah, I have a cat too. I think now it's more popular in a dog. There's all sorts of cafe owl. I heard it was something, some very peculiar animal too. If you name it, there's a cafe over there. So this one, you do not believe. This is just regular coffee, right? It came from here, and then that cap was on. When I mean, I was like, how do you do it? It came out like this.
That's interesting.
And it was really on. It's not like haphazardly on. It was really tightly on, and then it was really overwhelming. You have to all the button to press to pick one
Everything's
off.
computer.
I know,
Oh,
but this
Gotta
is
change.
this is a near the Shinkansen, so I guess they have to make sure that everything ready to go. Otherwise, people complain.
Oh, Shinkansen is that fast train.
Yeah,
right?
bullet train.
The bullet train.
Yeah, I have to take that to go everywhere just because as I take forever. We went, and
We
this is
went on
a.
that train, the bullet train. We sat on that train.
Oh, you did.
You've been to Japan too?
It was about 12, 13 years, 15 years back.
So I was able to capture the castle for a second
Oh,
as that train was leaving because I couldn't stop here. I think it's in Nagoya. And then you came to this. I always wanted to come here, the Miyajima, the Sacred Island, the Three Goddess Sleep, and it's very much like in a kawaii, the Sleeping Beauty. They all like believe that. I have some better picture how the goddess lying here. There's a head, and then here's here you go. Here's a face.
yeah, that's the face.
Yeah. And then that's how that one of the monk searched throughout Japan, and this is it. Basically, he said this is a place, and this was like what the year 800. So it's a while back. This is something that you have to take a ferry, and then the shrine gate is floating in the ocean, and then when the water recedes, you could walk toward to that gate. And when it's full, there's a like a narrow boat comes out, and you could go in a boat and go around the gate. There's a wild deer all around the island. The people ask you to not to feed the deer. They're very friendly. What I discovered this island though, the energy was so pure that all the little pain and my headache was nagging for like last month and a half. It's just disappear. And they have an onsen. Onsen is coming from the natural source and it bring a lot of different complex mineral, and you kind of soak yourself body up to 3 times a day and detoxify your body because the hot waters keep running. So you're not like sitting in the same water, so to say. So continuously kind of running, and then also they clean it as well. But the place we stay was come with it, and it was nice. This is a mountain and an ocean. It's really healing. It's amazing, incredible amount of energy here, the healing energy. And I was thinking, oh my God, I want to live here. Because this is some kind of my place. There's a mountain, there's a calm ocean, the healing temple. But our time was very limited. And then I saw this one. Isn't it crazy? Why you have to go this poor thing you need to carry? I don't know. And this is, I thought it was so cute, the police station. Very peaceful. I don't know how much crime, probably almost
Yeah, I
not.
don't think they have much work there.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe sometime deer bother people. But it was gorgeous. I loved it. If you're ever interested in, I would love you to take you here or definitely to introduce this
What's the
place.
statue? It's there.
Isn't it amazing? So this is one of the typical statue, and it's probably a lot of meaning to it. Always Shishi. Shishi is a mystical lion, and has kind of like the meaning of almost like for here, like angelic being that guard the entrance to the temple. And it's interesting, always stepping down this sphere of the things. So I'm sure there's a meaning, there's another interpretation, and I'd love to find out more. Let's see. Unfortunately, we couldn't take a boat to get close because there's so much wind. He didn't put the boat out. And then we went to three of them. My mom and the kids are so tired. Oh no, they wanted to do shopping. They were not interested in temple. So my dad and I went. Of course, in the line, we're gonna line up.
There you go.
There you go, right?
Shop instead.
And then this is one of the
Wow,
what
that's
is that
pretty.
called? They recognize the world, one of the treasure, the preserved treasure, and nominated as one of them.
Like a heritage kind of.
Exactly. Yeah. So there's always constant innovation going on, but this is the local tree. It's all one, the
Wow.
tree
Beams are like.
beams, yeah, and then a dye with the flower coming from flower, local flower. So that's how preserve. So it's nothing artificial. There's no one nail being used to build this one also, and this one. So
The pagodas there.
yeah, the skills and the artisan, and it's amazing. It's also the technique is being kind of like dying because not enough young people.
They don't want to pursue.
They don't want
Yeah.
to. It
Same
takes
thing back in
forever.
India also,
India
like
too.
there are so many traditional
Yes,
arts going on,
yes.
like whether it's dance, whether it's painting, whether it's embroidery, whether whatever it is. It's being, like, because the youngsters, they don't want to take,
It's
like,
just too
pursue
much.
it.
Too
Like,
yeah. It takes too long for
it's too
them.
long, and the
It's
money
not
that's
fun.
even, it's
It's
not.
not. It's not
not
worth
much.
it. Yeah, it's not like something you could live off with it. You probably need some
That's why
additional.
the government should encourage those people.
Yes,
and
yes.
should pay them
To
because
preserve.
those are, like tradition, heritage, like that you can.
You can't singly lie because I learned like a katana. The person who made katana just can't make katana. The person who has to, what is it, sharpen, to preserve, they have to have those people. Otherwise, katana won't be preserved. And then those people are dying. And then the people who find the metal for the katana. So it's all kind of in a chain, the ecosystem. And even one of them, the family gone and it's done. That's how thin right now. Just like a very few handful family is carrying all that ancient tradition. So, like preserving those things takes forever because not many people. Now the foreigner come studying, Japan, and it is more the foreign face carrying through the tradition, which is good. But it's
Are people
also
from
sad.
which country Who's carrying the tradition?
It could be like some people from here in America, but Europe.
Europe.
Europe, yeah. Italy and but those people also suffering as well. But somebody start
Somebody who has
interesting
interest
who
in
has an
these
interest,
things, yes,
yeah,
it's the
and it
interest that counts.
it's almost adopted in a family as like a family
Like a
member.
family.
So
Correct.
so those people don't need to worry about food or the place. But I saw they struggle with the language. It's just such a different language.
I know.
It's a
So
hard.
do you
Yeah.
really need to know English to uh, move around in Tokyo, or do people know a little bit of English?
They know English, because
They know,
China
yeah,
was very difficult for me. It was very difficult.
really.
Japan was not that difficult. China was difficult. Like you couldn't talk to them like the hotel people. We had to write it write in English, and then I would tell them, please write in Japanese, in Chinese, what it is. Like, I want to go to this hotel. I want only vegetarian food. I want to buy bread. Please, can you just write it in Chinese what it is? And we would go to the store and show them. It was so difficult. Not many
Wow.
places were.
Well,
speaking
now you have a
Chinese.
Google Translate.
Late, right?
Yeah.
Like that was many years back.
Yeah, yeah,
Nowadays,
yeah.
this
Now,
might
now
be
that everybody
different.
have Google Translate.
Yeah,
But
it
the
was 7, 8 years back.
Tokyo,
Not
Osaka,
now.
especially like a hotel, airport, they all speak English. They speak Chinese. They speak some Korean, and then all the sign is displayed like a 5 different languages. Like in the train, the computer show you which station next, and the 5 different language come up.
Chinese, Korean,
Chinese,
Japanese.
Korean,
Let me tell you one story. It
English.
was such a horror story for me, like in China,
Yeah.
like we were going, me and my husband, and we had to catch a train, like
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like a
yeah.
subway to
What,
go to
where
another
in
station.
China? Hong Kong or
No, it was some
Beijing?
Xiamen and
Oh, it's a
another
local
state because my
area?
husband was, like they have
Ah,
doing business there,
yeah, 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 yeah.
and like talking, like
Local
which
maybe
like
still hard. If it's not major city,
like
it's
you're
difficult.
tell us please which train will
Yeah.
go here, and my husband like, okay, map and all everything, okay, we go on this train. And by the time the train came, and I didn't have phone, and we had only one phone, and my husband was carrying it. I step into the subway and the door closed.
Oh
My
no.
husband is outside, I'm inside, and it's night time.
Oh no.
And it goes, and my husband, I don't have money, I don't have phone,
Oh,
I don't know what to do. And I stopped at the next station. I got off. My husband, like he said, and then I just stood there. Nobody at the station.
Oh.
I'm all alone by myself, and I'm so scared.
Oh.
So scared. And like I'm looking, I said, if somebody comes, what will happen?
Yeah.
Thankfully, my husband
Oh.
came on the next train.
Oh,
And I
good.
was thinking, should I get on or should I stay here?
Yeah.
Wait for my husband. Thankfully, he came,
Oh,
and
good.
I go to the next one.
That's something you don't want to repeat, yeah? Yeah. So I thought it's a fun, interesting. There's a tale. I'm sure there's a meaning.
Is that a snail? Like
No,
a
no, I think
part
it's
snail?
another lion. That's those
Oh, it's part lion.
yeah,
It's
the
a
back
lion?
of that, yeah, back of his, and
Because it looked like a snail on the side.
Here.
See how it goes like.
this is a face and
The
Yeah.
lion.
Okay, now I see it. Yeah.
Those,
That now you see
yeah,
it.
those whiskers and yeah.
Oh wow.
it's a pretty
That's
grand,
really-
isn't it?
It's like such a guarding.
Exactly.
guard.
Yeah. You feel safe,
Yeah.
behind this
guarding
guy.
lion.
So we took a lot of picture, and I wanted to,
Beautiful.
and they're also known as making sake, and I'm sure that's a main income for back then, for the people in the island. It's pretty isolated,
Oh, look at that tree roots.
isn't it amazing?
Look,
And I love those pine.
acorns, right?
Yeah, well, it was I think it's a pine. This pine tree.
How cute.
Yeah, this was like
I know.
the guy was
temple in the
yeah.
water. The temple's gate, right? In
Mm-hmm.
the water.
It's a lot of meaning about this, but yeah,
What's the basic meaning of it?
it is a gate portal. They've been looking for the place that God blessed. God comes through and bless the people on the land, and then finally found this is the island and they put the gate so that everybody know here the three a deity, the goddess, rest. So I like this island specifically because there's not many goddess. The owner, the goddess is. I mean, this is the three goddesses, right? And a lot of time, especially Western, usually male. So Japan is one of the few country that consider the sun god as a female. And it's almost every other places, the sun god is usually male, right? So it's not, I'm not saying which is better. It's just interesting, and it's more feminine. The goddess and the feminine, like a deities being honored. So I really wanted to come here, yeah, for many years. So finally I did.
That's isn't that the girl with the pearl or something?
On the right.
Oh, this
Yeah.
one,
Dragon tattoo.
this is
Oh,
a real,
cute.
yeah, this is a real, and this is a kitty cat. I don't know. You play the Animal Crossing. That's something.
Yeah, it's the girl with the. There's a very famous painting.
Yes,
With the girl with
yes,
some pearl.
this one. Yeah, you're correct, Skaya. Exactly. And the fake one doesn't have a pearl or something. Yeah, that was. It's funny. And then Yuri was so sad that she couldn't have this ice cream. The very elaborate. It is somebody already eaten, but like.
The ice cream, it has a deer.
Yeah. Yeah, this is what it look like. And of course there's a line that you have to line up for it to get it. But this is I thought it's interesting how solid structures they building. There's a tree that I thought, oh, wow, it's the top of the park. That I think they must have put it so that the tree could continue to thrive. The deer everywhere. This is my dad taking a picture of pagoda.
Is it also called a pagoda?
Oh, the dogs in the basket.
Oh,
Isn't it cute? Oh, I forgot to mention, I really want to mention, every time I saw my friend, especially female friends, they mention about my hair. Oh, there's a wonderful highlights, and my friend Connie did it. So every time I go away somewhere, I always go to Connie, like, just in case I gotta cover my back. And I said, I'm so glad I went to Connie.
You were salon?
Yeah, thank you.
Oh my gosh, she's the best hairstylist. I'm not kidding.
Where?
I went so many. I know many hairstylists, but I had to say Connie is the best, and she's so fast too. I don't know how she does it, and she know exactly. I don't need to say anything. I know exactly what I
On
want.
Saturday, I had a girl that had hair down to here,
Oh my
and
god!
she just needed highlights, and I did it in an hour.
Just needed a highlight.
She was totally done in 1 hour.
That's
I
insane.
had all the highlights in. It processed really fast, 10 minutes.
Oh my god!
And I'm like, you're done. And I'm like, are you blow drying this? She's like, no. I'm like, thank you, God.
Yeah.
Because I was so tired.
That's gonna take forever.
I didn't want to do it.
And then I don't know the way you mix and blend, it's just so perfect. So that's why they say, I don't. What is the color come out like this? And I have no idea. Well, I don't know. My friend does it. They unfortunately they're in Japan. Otherwise, like a flyover. So
Oh, I like the shoes.
yeah, so this is the only hotel left, which is a 5-star because I changed the plan, and this is the only thing left. So, I don't care, just to book us in because we had an odd number, 5 people,
Yeah.
and there's no hotel could cater, putting in it, and this is the only place.
Pretty.
Yeah, and it has an onsen and everything. I thought it may as well, and I don't know when I could see my parents again. I mean, seriously. So this was a it's Japanese, but it's a full course. And you can really eat. I mean, it was like I was so scared. What more to come? I mean, please don't show me. Don't,
Like more
don't.
keeps coming.
Yeah, keep. This is each portion, and then
wow.
you cook in the front. We just. I was so glad to see this dessert. It's a finale. I could eat this. It's like I could
What
eat
was
this.
the dessert? Mango?
No, it was some poem. It's coming with it. It was Silence of a Fall. coming or something like that. So each one, this was, I believe this is a pumpkin
Okay.
and puree, and this is a purple yam, and this is, I can't remember, sweet potato. Oh no, persimmon,
Cinnamon.
persimmon, yeah. And I'm so glad this was just persimmon, not like cooking on all sorts of way, just
Do
simple
you have any
persimmon.
siblings there in that?
Oh, no, just my mom and my dad. Yeah, I don't think I could afford that much, but they're all busy, they couldn't come.
No, I mean like during the visit you met your siblings.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I'm showing this people are supplies from international people outside because it's a beer. Just
Absolutely, yeah.
yeah, I mean it's just anybody could buy at any moment.
You could just drink on the street.
It could, I guess, if it made. Yeah, just a more picture. More picture. Oh, here I just wanted
Cloud
to.
formation in that other one. Yeah, the
This
one
one?
below. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I wanted to
Wow.
mention that water. I felt so much the store in this water. This is where the atomic bomb was fell, and I'm not sure I took the picture of. There's a bridge here, and that's where they wanted to. Hiroshima. This is Hiroshima. So the island is from Hiroshima, the island where I was. And I know I have to come here because I had always dream about this place. And this is a dome. I intentionally, I got a message I shouldn't take the photo of this dome. So I didn't. I just realized it just partially came in, but it wasn't intended. But anyway, I felt this water so much that it's both healing, but it's also the carrying the history.
It's not trauma, right?
Mm-hmm. But it's more healing, like a deeply healing. Now, here's a bridge. That's where they aimed, but they missed. I think it's 150-meter south or something, and it hit the structure here, and then a school, and then all the other things. But anyway, I started to all the vegetation. There's many roses being planted, and then all the vegetation around this water are so kind and healing. I can't
Wow.
describe how kind. I just felt with my body, and I just start to have like the water coming through my face. But I wanted to say it's more the healing than the trauma. So that's something I was really encouraged. I'm so glad I came. And there's a lot of the trip from the junior high that visiting, and they brought some song and there's something to donate.
So obviously there are many prayers.
Yeah.
The energy being sent.
So
Yeah.
daily, and then this is the girl, the real story that who was here in Hiroshima girl. I think he was like a 4 or something was exposed to, but she survived. But then later on, she developed leukemia a bit because of the exposure to radiation, and she was hospitalized and taking this medicine. And a lot of medicine in Japan come in the form of the powder. So powder come with a rice paper, and after she took it, she kept the rice paper and started to fold the crane. And then she said to herself, if I able to make 1,000 crane, I will be cured. So I'm not sure how much ago, I think 400 something, and then she died. And then the story, like, went through like a wildfire, and people started folding the crane that she couldn't. And that's how the 1,000 crane player started. So her really influenced a lot especially for the peacemaking. And the student come here for the school trip and sing a song to her and for the world peace. So it was maintain more the peace rather than remembering a bomb, but it's more for the peace. So I don't know. I'm just start crying. It's like just have a lot of somatic memory for me. And it was healing, and I could just share with you guys. I mean, the other people think it's strange, but when I was on the in front of the bell, and I hear the widely, you know, you know, よく来た was in the Japanese, but the welcome back kind of the shout, and I was so happy. I was so glad. I was like halfway. I might be scolded. Why you waited this long to come here? But instead, it was more like the shower
So
of
happy that
yeah,
you're
happiness and joy. So I'm so glad. So this is you could see that they kept this right above this. There are a guardian angel was on top. Do you see this structure? This is right above him. The atomic bomb hit, and they, it's amazing. So what happened is, I'm not sure you could. Do you see this one here? That is what it left after. It was so much heat, and a part of him melt. This is built newly, but part of him melted, and it became a shadow. That's how strong that the bomb. And then it's nice that they still keep, and what was the impact look like back then, right after. So they have some people knit for those guardian angel.
Wow.
Now, lighter note.
More food.
More food. And this is the Osaka Castle in
Were you traveling to on the plane? Is that a plane?
Shinkansen
Is that a plane?
train.
Train.
Yeah, it's a train. Train back again. I don't know you see the Shogun. It's historical drama, but it's showcasing Osaka Castle. This was one of the most prominent, most powerful castle back then. And if you go there, it's just unbelievable that this entrance,
Wow.
how they built back then. I don't understand how they built. This is a gate you have to go through, And it is one of the treasure. Look at this stone. Do you see the people, person?
Yeah, right. It's so good.
And this is going on and on up to the main castle. This is a gate going through the castle. This is a structure. So probably he has a lot of people guarding at the gate. But I don't know. It's just mind-boggling. So this is a juicy, and here is a field with water, and I assume like an alligator and the thing was, you know,
What did Nick and Yuri think about Japan?
oh, they love it. They're back more than I did. Yeah, so yeah, I think he gonna go back again April with a friend, like a F1, like a car racing things in Japan. Some I'm not really sure, but I don't know.
And
That's just
that's the castle.
the castle. Part of it is renovated. You could go all the way up and down, and inside is a museum. My mom was so weak at this point. I would stay with my mom, so I didn't. I don't know. I went up with the elevator with my mom, and this is kind of the scenery from up, and you see all the high-rise structure. This is Osaka. I'm glad it's so cute. They fight all the time, but they love each other.
Hmm.
This is a Kit Kat, and the different flavors they have.
Oh,
Is it crazy?
look at
Wow.
Oh my God.
I brought back something, a few of them for you guys, so you could taste it if you don't mind. And I don't know if you could see her. It's my cousin. And then every time when I was at elementary school, we get together in the summer in Nagano. We did all sorts of bad things because we had nothing else to do. It was a nothing. There's a no TV. There's a no game, right? And then every day we were like, what are you gonna do? And then we not stole, but the adult bike and didn't tell anyone. keep biking along the river, and we went to the different prefecture. We got so scared. We turned around and we taped over the, my bigger cousins, the music tape, and we sung the bad songs by him. And we were so bad. I mean, bad in a way, innocent way, but I haven't seen her since, so it's yeah, basically 40 years. Haven't seen her. Our life is just very different, back then. So we had a lot to. I had a couple of hours talk to her, so it was nice. She lives in Osaka. Osaka is totally different from Tokyo. So she looks good. Osaka, do you go?
Because when you're saying it now Tokyo, of course, does there than Osaka.
It's a place to eat. It's a food. That's where they are. This is where we stay in Osaka. I didn't like it at all. It was too high tech, Mekra. Everything is a key, code. Even the onsen, every day it code change. I mean, you have to put the code and you have to get in within 2 seconds, otherwise the door shuts. One time, my daughter forgot the cell phone, and she tried to snack back in, waiting for the person to come out, and it was no, you can't go in, come in. So anyway, I don't like those modern things.
When we were there, we tried one of those the local hotels, like the one with the sliding door, and like the wooden thing.
Yes. Oh, I love those.
We stayed in one of those.
Yes. That was a Miyajima. Everything old fashioned. There's no code. Everything is open,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We slept. I mean, we had one. We stayed there. We wanted because we were like trying out the local place, local restaurant,
absolutely.
Not to the high tech or high fancy
Oh,
ones.
yeah. Unfortunately, that's the only one.
Like go local.
Yeah.
Local.
So
Local restaurants, side street restaurants, and all. Like different countries, we like to visit and eat those places. Try those places we are.
well, that's a way to do it, I think. So this is a contrast. This is the old phone. Nobody has anymore. Do you remember those dial? Our kids don't know. They don't know. What is that? And then they said this. Oh, I seen a video game. Never used it. Okay. I'm not sure anything else worthwhile. There's a Mofusan. There's a more dog. My parents are so tired. And this is so cute. My dad was singing a song for me, the birthday song. But it was so cute. So my dad doesn't know happy birthday to you, right? But then put my name on it. So it's all the tone is kind of like I thought it was so sweet. And
a nice thing to have as a memory.
Yeah, it's a good memory.
That because you had that before.
This one?
Yeah.
The manhole on the ground.
Oh my god, I love it.
Wow, it's so creative.
I think somebody, Dave, I think asked me, could you take a picture?
Oh my god, they're beautiful.
Yeah, so different area.
I had it up before and I wanted
to there's so many. I forgot to take picture for every place, but every place has a different patterns.
Creative.
Yeah, make the road much
they
more.
Should make our manholes like that. That's so pretty.
Yeah, it is pretty. Yeah.
You're right. Something people can stop and
it has some story behind and learn about the culture, back then. And they used to fish here, so
the
bottom.
They have something like that in Myrtle Beach.
Oh, okay.
So in Myrtle Beach, they have like parts of the street
that
they paint and they'll say have fun in the sun, something like that.
Exactly.
It's like
make it put you on a smile.
Cover up something, and it's really beautiful.
And sometimes you depress, and when you depress, you look down, right, and you see stuff like that, and those are.
Cadbury can have its own logo. Pittsburgh can have its own.
That's nice. I like that. I think it's beautiful.
Do they walk a lot more?
Oh yeah.
Much
We work like several mile. I think that's why they are so skinny. Well, some of them are.
Like a healthy way to.
Yeah.
So these are people I know from I was 19. And then the one person couldn't make it, so we met again. This is my cousin. Yeah. And we this is I was so scared. I was still scared of him. He's like made of wood and 5 meter tall.
Huge.
They're one of the tallest wooden made deity in Japan. And he is the kind of I don't know. There's the guard in front of the hell. What is that called? Those people, those being here.
Oh,
The person who judge. You could go. You are going hell or not. We call Emma-san. But then this is my parents. I had to
I know what
come.
you're talking about. But I
Yeah.
can't think of the name of it.
So, yeah, you better not to know that name, but they told me every time in the summertime it's called Obon, the Halloween time. At nighttime we have those chochin lantern. Back then it's a real candle. So if you run, it blow away. So you have to very slowly go like this. It is no street light, right? And it's really dark, but they have a candle in the bottom so you could see the face, right? And you have to see and
That's
then
creepy.
bow. And then they told me if you feel scared in front of Emma-san, that means you did something bad.
Oh my God.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I'm scared. I don't care. I'm scared. I'm really scared. I remember that. I'm still scared. And then, Tochan, my cousin said, "Hey, now it's open. Just run and go and take picture. This is the only time you have." It's like, okay. I was like, I'm sorry, but I'm really scared. But then I come out and I look at the sun and it was, oh my God, it's so beautiful.
Ray of light, like.
Yeah. So this is a unplanned trip. My cousin who last came to see me, and Maki-chan, you had to see this person who are your ancestor, and turned out to be she became channeler. And I didn't know that I had an ancestor. So he brought me to the Niigata prefecture and meet her, and we learn about her, and her channeling name is Maki also, and she got awakened when she was 47. Some came to visit and asked her to do certain thing, and then she became so locally known, and they start to having a shrine over her, whatever. But then they show all that. But anyway, more food. Oh, this is the. I had to take the moment that my son grabbing vacuum cleaner willingly start to find a plug, and I'm like, gotta take pictures. This is the only time I see you voluntarily vacuuming. I flipped over. Uh, Things happen. There was more food. Oh, so this is she couldn't come in our first gathering, and I was just flabbergasted. She became a congresswoman. Yeah, I was like, oh my goodness, wow. I know some important person now, but it doesn't really matter it's in Japan. But this is Akihabara. That if you love anime, this is place everybody come to. I went through the nighttime, so it was not many people, but usually so many people here. So let's see. I think it's pretty much. It's a more little. Oh, I showed this to Diane. She happened to be there. You see this nail work? It's a when you put it as a heart,
That's a nice idea.
right? There's a waitress. I go, wait. Let me take a picture of your nail.
That.
Yeah. And this is a sumo cat. And actually, sumo wrestler, retired sumo wrestler, made it. And unfortunately, he's ill, so he's not making anymore, and he's not selling this piece to anyone. And I saw this as remind me TT, which is actually it's in a room. This one just try not to make a fuss. She's in this room right now. All right, and then this is the fruits. This melon is 5,800 yen par.
Whoa.
which is probably $37 each. Yeah,
And what is it, like a cantaloupe?
yeah, just a cantaloupe.
Just a plain
And
cantaloupe?
it's $37 for a cantaloupe? Oh,
Yeah, it's a
wow.
perfect, but that's how the
Hey,
people.
Makiko, there's the Whole Foods here is selling these strawberries that are supposed to be like partly Japanese in a
Ah,
box like that.
yes, yes.
So
Now
there's
they're
some
coming
kind
here.
of a farm here in New Jersey.
No, I think they ship from Japan.
And that owner is Japanese, and he has.
Oh,
a
you mean
greenhouse.
here, the
Yes, in
Suzuki
New
Farm,
Jersey.
New
And
Jersey, or Suzuki Farm?
I don't know, but these strawberries are being grown in the U.S., but the Japanese strawberries.
Okay, that's awesome.
And they're being cultivated the Japanese way. I mean, but this person is from Japan. And they come in a box like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I seen Mitsuwa. It's pretty expensive. That is shipped from Japan, but I didn't know the local. There's a Delaware, the Japanese farm
huh?
in Delaware. It's huge, Suzuki Farm. I want to visit there someday.
What's a Mitsuwa?
Mitsuwa is an Edgewater, that's Japanese grocery store, huge Japanese grocery store.
There's one in Princeton now.
Yes, yes, yes. I go all the time. We just went actually.
Yeah.
We go all the time. It's small, but and then it's just
Look at all
more.
the desserts.
I know. It's a hard not
How
to.
do you know what to eat? There's so much.
You just have to try everything, Skanya.
Just eat it all.
Just eat it all. Eat them
One spoon
all.
of each.
But
Yeah.
that makes such a nice dish.
I
Is it
know.
katsu?
This is a curry.
Curry?
The Japanese curry. Yeah. She pretty much cook almost every day because my mom is being ill. So this is, I set up all the medicine system before we leave. Of course, more food. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna stop this sharing, and I know Dave is
What a
like,
nice trip you had.
yeah, it was really good. It was
Very nice,
tiring,
very
but it was
good.
good. Now I want to make sure that people has this. I made it, so I hope you have a time to taste this. Dan posted recipe, right, Dan, for the piano. Let me see if I save it.
Stew.
Can you share it? Because I
I
don't
did.
think I could
You don't
open the
see it.
messenger. I can't, I don't think I could open more. My computer is my
I did
internet.
share it. I shared the PDF.
Okay. I don't think I
So when
downloaded.
you asked, I posted it right under.
Okay. Well, I can't open right now, but the recipe is the, oh, you know what? I could just Google it.
Or I can open it and then I can screen share it if you want.
Okay. If you could do
Let
that,
me
it'd be
see. Let me see which document I did.
probably
Where'd it
easier.
go? Come here, Stu. PDF. Open. All right.
I'm gonna ask
Close.
Mandy to heat it up.
Screen share. Recipe.
But if you guys are
Optimize. Go.
What's a recipe?
So this is the recipe in English. I didn't copy their post exactly. I did the pictures a little. I didn't use every picture.
Shiitake mushrooms, pork belly, chicken thigh, and glass noodles, vermicelli, sesame oil. Were you able to get some vegetarian food there?
In Japan?
Yeah.
Very good, yes. But not that bad. China, well, compared to China, I mean, it's a beautiful, it's nice to go there. I mean, like, really, it's beautiful. The language was. I don't know, people, they know English, but they don't want to talk. I don't know. Like, you're going into the market, like, how much, like, like, by, like, while hand gesture or something, like,
it's so hard to
and
learn a
people
different
speak
language.
in only one, they'll speak only one word or something like that.
It's hard to learn another language. I have a friend that's Chinese and she has like a real hard time like communicating. Like we can talk, but a lot of times like, she wanted me to try her cooking, so she brought me homemade dumplings, which were delicious. It was leeks and eggs, and she made it from scratch. but she was trying to tell me what was in it. And she couldn't say leeks because she didn't know what it was. So then she put it in Chinese, like in the Google Translate, and then she said, here. And she showed me leeks. And I said, leeks. And she said, yeah. And I said, okay. And it was very good.
No, I mean,
But
you would
I can't
expect
imagine,
a
like,
tourist place, you know, like you would expect that the tourist,
Yeah.
like the hotels and all, like stay.
Okay,
so
Or a
this
big
is mainly
mall
for the
place.
people online. Dave, especially Dan. So this is a PN roll, and I believe the origin is China, but people in China that don't even know this dish, but it became widely popular in Japan. And then if you have this, it's like a really amazingly healing. Any kind of flu or cold, if you have it, have this. And but if you are vegetarian, maybe you want to put the tofu instead of those pork and chicken. But the original recipe is starting from shiitake mushroom as a dashi, which is a bouillon, and just simply follow this, and then you just putting bunch of Chinese napa, cabbage, and pork belly, and a chicken side, just really chopped up in a bite piece, and that's more like a for stock, and then the cook for hour, 40 minutes, some sesame oil, and then it's a choice of a noodle. This I use harusame, which is edamame green edamame noodle, and you basically put some salt and then eat, and it's just amazing. It will heat you up from inside. So I wanted to share this, and Dan was carefully translated using a Google AI, I believe. So you have it.
I
So
had to use both. I had to use Gemini and Chat GPT to get it going.
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And I prepared some so people on site will do some tasting if they could eat it. And otherwise, please do try this at home. Dave, if you have this, you could have eat like a couple of days. And then once you leftover soup, you could add the leftover rice or noodle of your choice. And it was still delicious. So you could have like 3, 4 days of the different pot dish heal your body. So hopefully you could try it.
Looks good. And you just boil the pork belly. You don't.
Yeah, no, you don't do anything. You just put it on, pile it on the top of each other. Really, that's how easy it is. Now, if you see that, we call aku, but it's a bubble things, boiling up. Those you want to scoop up a little bit. That's to give you some bitterness, but sometimes you don't need to. But anyway, that's all you need to do. Yeah. And you when you eat it, you add a fairly good amount of salt that according to the thing, and that's really I don't know, give you the all the nutrients you need. I guess we are more lacking a salt than the reducing a salt. I think we're reducing too much salt, and a lot of people actually lacking. So this will do you good. So let me know how it goes. All right. Well, thank
All
you so
righty.
much for hanging in, and I will see you guys soon.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks
Well,
for
the
sharing.
vibe from the floor.
Aloha.
Aloha.